When I was a kid, I ran onto the road to avoid getting hit by a giant purple exercise ball, only to end up being hit by a car instead. Today we're going to be looking at dumb reasons that people almost died. Let these stories be a lesson to you to not make the same mistakes that they did. These are like almost Final Destination cases, but not quite. Thank God, some people just have no survival instincts. Shaking my head. Anyway, let's get right into it. Tried to kill a spider in the shower. Slipped and nearly knocked myself out. The spider lived. That's crazy. There's no way you let a spider break your ankles like that. I know that spider was cackling seeing you fall. Bro, if I ate tub like that and see the spider still walking around, that would just like make me 10 times as angry and like make it my life mission to kill that spider. Even though I'm not a spider killer, if I fell and I heard the spider laughing at me, then that's it. It's up. I'm getting rid of that spider if it's the last thing I do. Part of me feels like this was a skill issue. Like you didn't have to slip, but you just did because you suck. Like you tried to swing like I don't know. You gotta get your get back, bro. The spider's gonna go back to its crib and tell all its friends. Couldn't let that happen to me. But you, I mean, was given a very severe wedgie and I had to get rushed to the hospital. It was all captured on camera and there's still photos. What kind of supervillain bullies do you have at your school? How did you get hospitalized from a wedgie? Imagine that happening to you and then like your parents find out you're in the hospital and they're like, what happened? Like, I got a wedgie. You gotta tell the doctor what happened. Like, you just let that happen to you. It must have been one of those severe wedgies you see in the cartoons where they like pull it up and the underwear rips, or they like hang you on the flagpole. Is that really a real thing in real life? Worst part, it's on camera and there's photos. You receiving an Avengers level wedgie is caught on camera. It's been documented. Telling the doctors what happened isn't even the most embarrassing part. It's them like checking your area out to make sure everything's okay. You gotta like lie on your stomach on the table like, oh yeah, it hurt, I got a boo-boo, he put my underwear. That's actually crazy. I mean, I hope you're alright. I would have took this to the grave. I would not have shared this. Got folded up in one of those fold up couch bed things. It got stuck and I was in there for like 15 minutes. Was sweating so bad, pinned, accepted death. It was at my friend's house and we were like 12. Luckily, his older sister came home and they each grabbed a side and forced it open. 15 minutes is crazy, bro. I don't even know if I would have made it. If I was 12 and I'm twisted all the way up in there, my knee is touching the back of my neck. If somebody didn't come rescue me in like the first 30 seconds, because I know that 30 seconds is gonna feel like an eternity. If I don't get rescued in that time frame, I'm gonna feel like nobody's coming for me. I'm gonna just panic and just accept fate. 15 minutes, it's like, yeah, bro, it's cooked, it's wraps. I'm gonna die in this chair. And then that will be like terrible, bro. Imagine that. This is at his friend's house. You're just like cooked in there, nobody came to rescue you, they're all out of the house, and then like years later they want to pull out the bed and then like your skeleton pops out. You've been a missing person for all this time and then your skeleton just pops out of the couch. Yeah. W older sister, again, let this be a lesson to you to not be stupid with the pull-out couch, because there might not be an older sister to come rescue you. So try to catch an olive with my mouth. It went right down and I choked on it. My dad, the absolute hero, grabbed my legs and picked me up upside down, and the olive came right out again. So no Heimlich maneuver necessary. Wow. Aside from the, oh, I just died stuff, why are you eating olives? Olives are like an F tier food, bro, and you're just eating them. Like, it's not like you're being forced to eat them. Clearly you're enjoying them. Olives, yay. You ended up choking on it. Your dad picked you up by your legs and shook you upside down. I'm assuming this was a kid because your dad was able to do that. Imagine if this was a fat kid. Maybe he wouldn't be able to pick him up like that. Would he still be alive to tell the tale? I mean, I'm assuming Pops didn't know the Heimlich maneuver because he took the unnecessarily hard way out of this. I mean, he saved him. Props to Dad, but like, you could have just, you know what I'm saying, gave him a Heimlich maneuver. I'm thankful that you were still with us. I fell off a ladder breaking into my own house because I didn't want to wake my wife up. Either you're so afraid of your wife and what she would have done had you woken her up, or you just came back from doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing. I don't know, bro. She be beating you or something? Yeah, dude underneath. Dude asked, did she wake up when you crashed? That's an excellent question. She had to have woken up. Imagine you came back from doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing, and he's afraid of her, and she woke up. Oh my goodness. Bro got skinned alive that night. I also got to consider the possibility that he just really wants his wife to get a good night's sleep. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Got to be more careful next time, bro. Tried passing 14 cars in one shot. It's you on the road. The title of this video is Dumb Ways That You've Almost Died. This is like a dumb way that you almost killed 14 cars worth of people. Get this guy off the road. You can't be doing that, man. Oh boy. A BJ. Yes, you read that right. Guy had a cold combined with a cough. A few days after the deed, I'm in a hospital almost in sepsis shock. Doctor's explanation was that the microbes climbed through my urethra and I had gotten a nasty infection. If I would have been 1 hour late to the hospital, I would have been dead. That's crazy. Please stay safe out here, bro. So yeah, okay, a cold and a cough. So it's not just STDs you have to worry about when engaging in that activity. The more you know. So how's the guy doing? The guy that had the cold in the first place. You know, he gave him those microbes and that bacteria, but that was also in his body to begin with. Is he good? Because like a few days later, it almost killed the recipient. Is the deliverer, is the giver okay? I don't know, man. Just be safe out there. Walking through an unlocked door that led to a basement without a staircase. Straight to the basement floor express. Wow. Geez, dude, did you not look where you were going? You just kind of walked blindly and fell into the basement? Skill issue. I'm not gonna judge you, but clearly this wasn't your basement because you didn't know that there was no staircase. So you're just walking blindly into somebody else's basement. Maybe not do that. Hope you learn your lesson after this. Surely. Imagine you walked into the basement and you fell on the basement floor, but your fall was broken by dozens of people that fell for the same trap. And they've been trapped down there for who knows how long. And the person that owns the house closes the door behind them and gives you like a grin. He like looks at you and like closes the door behind you. That would be crazy. You gotta be more careful than that, bud. That's all I can really say. I can hold my breath for a while. As kids, I used to mess around with my friends a lot, and one particular friend would sneak up behind me when we were swimming and put me in a light choke and drag me underwater to try to hold his breath longer than me. Stupid, I know, yes, very stupid. Anyways, one time he accidentally snuck the choke in a little too deep and I passed out before going underwater. He had no idea and just kept holding me down there. No idea, right. Luckily, my other friend saw my eyes roll back before we went underwater and ripped him off me to bring me to the surface. I had a crazy trip out underwater that I'm happy to discuss. Cool. And it felt like eternity. I came onto my knees in the shallows, coughing out my lungs, and felt all the feeling coming back in my hands. I have done way dumber things and had more than a few near misses, but if my friend wasn't there that day, I'd have surely drowned. This wasn't your fault. This was your homie's fault. I'm in disbelief right now. He didn't accidentally sneak the choke in too deep. That dude was trying to kill you. You gotta watch your homies, bro. Like, first of all, who even plays like that? I've never played like that. None of my friends have ever played like that. I've never known anybody to play like that. That's not... How are you choking somebody underwater? It's already one thing to hold your breath when you're underwater, but you're being choked. That's throwing you way off. That's literally attempted murder. He's trying to kill you. And you guys are kids. Putting me in a light choke. I mean, you're making it sound like less than what it really is. I don't know why you're protecting that friend. Shout out to your other friend that saved your life, but the one that tried to kill you, watch out for him. Hopefully he's not in your life still. Middle of the night, getting too comfortable eating a veggie tray. Threw a piece of broccoli into my throat and started choking. What is with y'all throwing up unpleasant foods into your mouth, like, and choking on them? What are y'all doing? I had to walk 2 rooms over to the bedroom and try to wake up my girlfriend, but by the time I got into the middle room, I had started blacking out. I'm sorry for laughing, but like, this is what I imagined when he said that. Fell over onto the arm of my couch and dislodged it. Broke a blood vessel in my eye. Wow. I'm glad you were able to save yourself, but dang, that's gotta be scary. Like, that walk over must have been terrifying. I'm very glad you're okay. But the blood vessel? Jeez, like, bro just went through war and his girlfriend is just sound asleep, not knowing what happened. Not knowing dude almost just died. Why are you eating still while she's asleep? Don't y'all like... I'm assuming y'all live together. Why aren't y'all eating together and going to bed together? I mean, I guess dude was craving broccoli in the middle of the night. I don't know, man. And it says veggie tray, so this is clearly raw broccoli. Okay. You know, we're gonna move past what he was eating, and we're gonna focus on how grateful we are that he's still alive. Almost walked straight off a cliff as a kid because I wasn't paying attention. If this happened to my child, he just walks off a cliff, I wouldn't know whether to be more sad or angry at him, you know, for not having any instincts. A cliff, dude? Like, nobody pushed you off, you just walked off yourself. Yeah, I'd be sad, but I'd be more angry, like, dude, you're a Roberts man, and you did that? I don't care if you're 4, lock in. Going 80 on a highway, which was the speed limit, on a clear sky day, suddenly the whole road turns to snow. Now I'm going sideways at 80 miles an hour. I would have been pretty upset in the afterlife if I died because the road decided to turn to snow randomly. Freak, Idaho. Imagine this is all he heard when he was going. Ah! But yeah, I mean, that really wasn't his fault. It could happen to anybody. Just be careful out there. The one right underneath. I threw a microwave into a dumpster. Power cord wrapped around my neck mid-fight and almost strangled me. Now that's straight out of Final Destination. Like, that would never happen in real life. There's no way. Like, what? Did you get pulled into the dumpster too? That's a crazy and sad way to go. Got dehydrated as a teen. Didn't realize I needed to drink more than a glass of chocolate milk in Arizona in a day. And my body essentially tried to shut down. Couldn't keep food down for a week. Lost 15 pounds. Only bile was coming out. When I finally got to the hospital, they gave me a saline IV for about 10 minutes, and I was right as rain. I now drink almost a gallon of water a day. Bonus points for almost ODing in a pizza shop in the same year. Teenagers are idiots. A glass of chocolate milk in Arizona? What are you doing, bro? Like, imagine what color his pee is, bro. Probably the same color as the chocolate milk. There's no way that's all you were drinking in a day. Like, that's disgusting. I mean, I'm glad you recovered, but dog, this is common sense. Chocolate milk is good, but like, when I first wake up in the morning, I'm thirsty. You know, I want water. So I drink water and it makes me feel better and not as dry, energized for the day, you know what I'm saying? But you reach for a glass of chocolate milk, that fulfills you? Arizona, there's so much sugar in Arizona. Bro, I know you feel that. Took a bite out of a fried mozzarella stick, didn't bite through the cheese and swallowed the first half. I had to pull the cheese out of my throat like a clown with a string of handkerchiefs. It was my 9th birthday and we were eating at the restaurant my mom and 2 aunts worked at. All of their coworkers saw it happen and were horrified. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize that could happen. And you know how like some mozzarella sticks, you can pull them for miles. So I can imagine just hot cheese burning his throat and he's choking while they're all looking in horror. That is a very traumatizing experience. I wouldn't want a mozzarella stick after that. Absolutely not. I'll be afraid of cheese pulls in general. If somebody else across from me is eating a slice of pizza and they pull it across, I'm just gonna start spazzing out. I lost my balance and I accidentally grabbed an electric fence with both hands. It was incredibly painful and I screamed because I physically couldn't let go. Thankfully, a friend was there to help me. Wow, that must be terrifying. Like, you just can't let go of it, but you're like getting fried and baked and burned. He said he was screaming because he couldn't let go. This is all I was thinking about when he said that. But again, shout out to the friend. A lot of these people, if they didn't have friends, they would be cooked. In this sense, literally cooked. Like, why were you so close to an electric fence anyway? Like, what were you doing? Where were you at to where a deadly electric fence was just right there? I'm glad you're okay, dude. Was cycling back home after a late night movie with headphones on. There was a railway track on the way and the gate was shut. I was like, decided to jump the gate. I felt a sudden gush of air right after stepping off the track. It was a freaking train that could have hit me if I was literally 1/100th of a second slower. I didn't put on the headphones for the rest of the cycling that night. Twin, do you understand why the gate is shut? That means a train is coming. So you said, okay, screw it, I'm gonna jump the gate. You didn't like look before you went, you just decided to full send it? It's really just the stupidity. Half of these are like people being stupid. How loud was your music to where you didn't hear the train? Like the person said, how did you not hear the ringing, the train, the conductor blowing the horn? You didn't see the headlights, no peripheral vision. You didn't look at all, not even a glance. You just tunnel vision. What are you doing? Shaking my head, bro. Like, come on, man. I ate a gas station egg sandwich, which landed me in the ICU with the nurse injecting my bum due to seizure and asphyxiation from severe allergy. My tombstone would have said taken by an egg sandwich. That's crazy. Goodness. What gas station was this? So I can know to not go there. I'm imagining him like being still in the gas station, receiving the sandwich and taking the bite. And then like he immediately starts seizing out. As soon as he makes contact with the sandwich, he just starts seizing. Imagine being the person that gave him the sandwich. Either they didn't know it was bad and they're just like feeling super guilty because they sent him into the ICU, or they knew. They knew they gave him a bad sandwich. That would have been a crazy way to go, bro. Oh my goodness. Literally that scene when Mr. Krabs took a bite of the Krabby Patty and he woke up on a stretcher. Like, dang. And even if this happened, I wouldn't let egg sandwich be on my tombstone. Like, that can't be the thing that defeats me after all these years I've lived. Absolutely not. Severe allergies. So wait, are you allergic to eggs? I don't know, man. I'm glad you're alright though. That's crazy. Don't eat anything from the gas station. Let this be a lesson to all of you. So those were some very interesting ways that people have almost died. Most of them were people being stupid. A lot of them were skill issues, and some of them a small amount of them just weren't their faults. But, however, I hope you guys learned some lessons here. You know, you don't make the same mistakes that they did. Things like this can happen. It's kind of scary, but I'm glad that everybody in this video survived. So yeah, thank you for watching all the way to the end. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.